I'm Sister Margaret Munch. I'm a religious of the Sacred Heart. I teach at the Academy of the Sacred Heart in St. Charles. And I'm very involved here at the Shrine of Old St. Ferdinand, the oldest building in this country that Philippine lived in. Still standing and still almost in its original condition, the way it was when she lived here. And I'd like to share that with you today. Welcome to Old St. Ferdinand Shrine. That's what this complex of buildings is called. It's on the National Register of Historic Places. It includes the 1819 convent school building. In 1821, the parish church of St. Ferdinand was built adjacent to the convent. It replaced a log church that was several blocks away. And then in 1840, the rectory for the priests was built on the other side of the church. In 1888, the two-story brick freestanding building was built to be the parish school. These buildings stopped functioning as a parish, church, and school in 1955. The congregation simply outgrew the facilities and built a whole new complex farther down the street. And since 1988, they have been owned and operated by a group called the Friends of Old St. Ferdinand, a group that's very interested in historic preservation. The buildings are between two creeks. Out in front we have Fountain Creek, and in the rear we have Cold Water Creek, which at one time was a navigable waterway to the confluence of the Missouri and the Mississippi rivers. In Philippine's day, these creeks were always flooding. A number of times she wrote that the building was like an island in the midst of the floodwaters. There's one particular story about the priest who came on horseback for Mass. The floodwaters were so strong that they washed away the little bridge that gave access to the property, and he tried to swim his horse across the creek, and the current was so strong that it washed him and the saddle off the horse. The horse managed to make it in to shore, but the nuns did not see any sign of the priest and were very worried that he had drowned. But finally he too struggled in. Philippine and the other four nuns and the students moved into the convent school here between December 21st and December 24th in 1819. The first year that they came to America, 1818, they were at St. Charles. And they moved in September when the building was supposed to be ready, but they had to spend the first 4 months in a one-room log cabin about 2 or 3 miles from here. Finally, at the end of December, when there was knee-deep snow, they moved here.